I was very excited. After 5 half marathons in Mumbai, we had finally registered for the Satara Hill Marathon, a new place, a new location, and a new journey. Having run 5 half marathons, I felt even this one is going to be the same, 21 kilometers after all it is. And so did my normal practice that I would for any other marathon, and we landed up in Satara a day before the run. Next day, early morning, 6 o'clock, the run started. As soon as I hit the road, within the first 100 meters, I found something was different. I was already feeling breathless. My legs had already got the feeling of tiring, and I did not realize what had gone wrong. And this was at a juncture where the slope of the road was much less than what we would encounter after 4 kilometers when the hill would actually start. Anyways, managed to finish the run with a tremendous pain in my legs, with my knee hurting badly and feeling breathless at the end of the run as well. Hi friends, I am Arvind Khinvesra, and I work with entrepreneurs, businessmen and professionals and help them to grow in their careers and their personal lives. In today's episode of this Entrepreneurs Marathon series, where I bring out the learnings of marathon and see how it applies in our day-to-day lives, I'm going to talk about how every journey is different. When I look back upon that race, I realized a couple of things. One, I had prepared for the normal runs that I had done so far. What I didn't realize was, though the distance was the same, the terrain was different, which means I needed different kind of skill sets. I had to strengthen my legs further. I had to change my running pattern for the entire distance. I had to change my breathing style as well. The other learning that I got was perhaps I was a bit overconfident, because having completed 5 half marathons, I thought it would be as simple as the earlier ones. And that's where I was completely wrong, because I got complacent. I did not work hard enough. I did not prepare myself enough. It's the same thing in our day-to-day lives. We come across projects, assignments, orders that look pretty similar to what we have executed earlier. And so we assume that it's going to be as simple as the earlier, or even if the earlier one was difficult, we have learnt our lessons, and so this time it would be much more simpler. And yet at the end of it all, we find things have gone wrong. And that's because even though the project or the assignment looks similar to what it was earlier, we forget that there are those minor nuances, those specifics within the larger scheme of things that we possibly miss out on. If nothing else changes, one thing for sure changes, which is your client, your customer, who could be a different individual with a different perspective on the same thing. And if we are unable to equip ourselves to meet those finer details, to meet those additional requirements, the chances that we fail go higher, isn't it? If you have a manufacturing company which has the capacity of X units of production per year, and suddenly you decide, because the demands are higher, you can go ahead and you should increase your capacity to 2x. Now it might look as simple arithmetic that X, what we did for X, the same we have to double our efforts and things would be hunky-dory. We have to simply double our capacity to produce and things would be fine. What we fail to realize is to be able to manage the double capacity, twice the number of people that we have, twice the turnover that we are looking at, there are many other requirements that crop up. Managing 10 people versus managing 20 people is a different ballgame. The statutory requirements for having people, more than 10 people, could be different. The accounting requirements for the increased revenue may be different. The technology that you may need to work with to make it easy for producing in the given space that you have could be different. Are you prepared with the skills to handle these changes? I've seen this so many times when I work with entrepreneurs who are looking to scale up their businesses. Everything looks simple, but the moment you start scaling up, the dynamics change. And the one question that I would suggest I would request each one of you to ask is, whenever you're looking at a new environment, whenever you're looking at a new venture, please think about it. Do you have the skills and do you have the resources to meet the new requirements and the new challenges? Because every journey is different. Friends, if you can relate to this story, please share your story in the comment section below. And do not forget to like and share this video. And of course, do subscribe to this channel, Entrepreneurs Marathon, and click on that bell icon so that you get a notification when the next video is on. Until next week, thank you.